Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I've so far got 17 orders going out. I think I can get all those out today. It is a Monday, so I do have golf kind of up against it a little bit, but I think they're mostly easy packers. Shouldn't be a problem. And none of them actually have to be out today, so it in no way could possibly ever be a problem. First thing that's supposed to go out, I don't know. It's not going to happen. It's a local pickup. I reached out to them. They purchased it, I think, on Thursday evening, and I've reached out to them twice. So probably they just don't know how it works, and they selected local pickup, thinking that means local pickup in their own area. I don't know. I've never been on the buying side of that, so I don't know if that's confusing for the buyer when you're selecting your options, because you have to actually select that one. It's not the first option. You have to go through a couple of options before you get to local pickup, which of course is free, but local pickup, my local pickup, not your local pickup. It's not Walmart where you order it online and it's at your local Walmart. It's not going to be at your local eBay store. I don't know. I leave it up there because the times that local pickup has worked have been perfect and flawless. The other times, it's just a hassle and annoyance. It's not that big of it. First thing actually going out, B3C is a Samsung Propel phone. B3C. All right, this one here, Samsung Propel in like a bluish color, bluish silver color. And for this right here, tested, working, $12 free shipping. I do have a second one of those with the charger in a green that for some reason the green actually had some value. So I think it's listed for 40 plus. Outdated electronics, selling again. I don't get it. I do. I have a weird in on why something like this would sell. Because my father, he has two phones. He has the same phone he's had for, I don't know, 20 years. It's a flip phone. But then I eventually convinced him, because he's a garage sailor and I'm trying to get him to do eBay, but it's I'm trying. It's trying. So he has a smartphone. He has two phone numbers. He has his regular flip phone and his smartphone, and he carries both of them. So for people like my father who have a phone that they make a connection to, and that's the phone they want to have till they die, apparently, that's why something like this sells. I don't understand that. Give me the newest and the best every time. I'll take it over some outdated cell phone. There's certain old electronics, of course, nostalgia, or they just made it better at a time. But a phone, whatever. I'll take my $12 and run. I pay pennies for that. Next up, it's a book. Spell Singers Scherzo? Spell Singers. Right here. Scherzo by Alan Dean Foster. Very interesting looking cover. This was my first foyer. My first book purchases were a nerd lot of books, and that was one of them. I paid, I think, $0.25 a piece for them. Took quite a while for that one to sell. There is only 2 left from that, and I had bought, I don't know, 25 of them. And for that one, $9.99 free shipping. Next thing going out is a multi-quantity order, but it is vintage Chubb's baby wipes. Let me just go ahead and grab all of them and bring them over. Here we go. Yellow, mint, light blue, purple, and a red. I am now out of, these were the only ones left in any other color. Just the primary colors left. I'm probably going to go into the listing and change the photos to just the 3 that are left, and change the options to just the 3 that are left to not have any confusion, because originally I had like 5 blue options. So I don't want people to think they're getting some certain blue when really it's another one, because like right now this is light blue, but in the listing there's also a sky blue, a baby blue. I could just simplify it. It won't take long. That's what I'm going to do. And for those 5 right there, $53.95 free shipping. I don't think those will fit in number 7. I can't remember how many I had fit before, but either way, it's still great money. I can't believe how well these have done. Next thing on D4 is a vintage wood billiard pool ball triangle. B4. D4. It's new, it's confusing. It's on D4. And actually, I know they both sold, so I'm just going to grab them both right now. These sold very quickly. I think I either on sale or took an offer on both. This one right here, even with this damage, not a ton of money, but $17.99 free shipping for that one. And since I have it, let's go ahead and go to the next one. What is it? Yeah, so for this one, which is in good condition, and it's a much better triangle. It's the way it's built. Instead of having the metal straps, it's actually not dovetailed, but it's integrated into the other parts of the wood. I don't know what this specific process would be called. But for that one, $31.49 free shipping, and that was on sale. So that's definitely in better shape, in good condition. These wooden triangles, definitely worth picking up. And I did free shipping. Well, I didn't list these. Jen did free shipping, and I questioned it, and I went, that I should probably bump those up. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to find a safe way to ship those first class, still be underweight. I can do it. I believe in me. Next thing going out is B3C, which is a Sony Sports Walkman radio. B3C. Easy to find. It's bright yellow. There we go. And this is what I purchased, what I was purchasing when I got those phones. This is what I wanted out of the box. And they said $5 for the whole box. And I said, okay, I guess so. So got the Walkman, and that sold for $14.99 free shipping. And like I said, that phone had just sold. And there was a bunch more stuff in there. So that overall was a really good forced buy. Next thing going out, C2 is a Visions Corningware Amber Waffle Bottom 10-inch pan. And I think it's buried back there behind those books, so that's going to take a second. All right, well, that's been down there long enough that it needs to be cleaned again. That is not my favorite thing, to re-clean things, but that's the kind of person I am. I'm not going to send it out dusty. That's just asking for bad feedback, asking for returns. Also, this is a drop shipper. Doesn't matter to me, they still pay. I just find it a little humorous that they always try to make me think it's a birthday present. I think that's more, they're trying to make eBay think it's a birthday present, but I don't care. $26.99 plus shipping on that. If that's the going rate for these, I wouldn't deal with that again. It was taking up a lot of shelf space. I'm actually happy for that. That can go. I'll deal with it because I have to, but I would not pick up another one of those. The price for how much effort I have to put into packing that is not worth it for me. And next thing going out is a couple books. Donkey Kong Strikes Again and Donkey Kong Jr. activity books. These were mostly unused, but I got these in a big box of books I'd gotten for the kids, and I paid decent money for books, $15 for a whole box, and I said, I'm going to find enough money in this box to pay for the box, so it's a wash, and that's a good start. $10 free shipping. I did take an offer. I think they were listed $19.99, but I don't care. That's too easy to deal with. I'm okay with that. $10. Next thing going out on A1 is the original Muck Boot black, and I don't know what's in the listing, but that looks like teal to me, aqua. One of those colors that all kind of look the same, but depending on who you're talking to, what they call it. And Jen had put teal in the listing. $35.99 plus shipping. I paid $2 for those, and it was only a couple weeks ago, so that's great. Next up on C3 is a vintage Kodak camera. This one right here, this Kodak Extralight, that's a stupid name, Extralight, E-K-T-R-A light, 10 camera, and we put some batteries in it, and the flash worked, so as far as I'm concerned, and it did make the winding noises, so for me, that is tested. I'm not going to ever put film in a camera, take pictures, get them developed to find out if a camera works. That's too much. $13.49 free shipping on that item, especially for a $13.49 free shipping item. If the flash works, if the camera winds, there's not much else that could go wrong. At that point, You make the decision on how you handle it, but for me, those two things make it functional for me, and if there's a problem, I will deal with that on the back end. Next up, A3 is a vintage, old-fashioned bathtub soap holder. This one right here. And I picked this up on a whim, thinking, maybe, because I think it was a quarter, 50 cents, something like that. So I was willing to take a shot at it. Not a ton of money, but $8.99 plus shipping. They paid a ton of money on shipping, so I might make some money there. Who knows? Next up, B3C is a Laura Geller retractable makeup brush. This one right here, retractable baked kabuki brush, Laura Geller. I have had nothing but trouble with the makeup brushes. I guess ladies are very particular about their makeup brushes. One person returned one of those. She said it didn't feel right. I don't know. She wasn't like mean about it even, because I said, well, it's new. It matches the listing. There's no actual issues with it. You'd have to pay the return shipping. She said, that's fine. It's just not what I want. And then I had another person. It was the same kind of issue. It just wasn't exactly right. And they wanted to return it. And they weren't mean about it. They just are particular, I guess. I have no idea. Never had a makeup brush on my face. I don't know. For that one, $11.69 free shipping. And that's the other thing. These are not expensive things. These are cheap items. I don't know how much you expect out of a $10, $12 makeup brush. Is that expensive for a makeup brush? Is that cheap for a makeup brush? I have no idea. Makeup is confusing. Next up, C4 is a strawberry crocheted like centerpiece, basically. Back here. Come on. And I'm not going to unfold it, but you would have seen on the picture. I thought this was for like a Christmas tree or something, but then clearly it's strawberries. So it's just a centerpiece for a strawberry lover. And for that $17.99 free shipping, I probably paid around $1. I don't exactly remember. That was when I first discovered that linens and things like that were actually worth picking up and selling. And so I was buying almost everything I could come across, if it was cheap enough, trying to learn more and also make profits at the same time. Next up, speaking of learning more, A2 is MU330 Chumps on Parade, which is a cassette. And the cassettes I picked up, I knocked it out of the park with those. I knew they were going to be okay, but I didn't know they were going to be great. Spent $3 on a bunch of cassettes and I think one CD that was new. And it's I haven't added it up, but it's over $200, and I think it's close to that $300 range, and I spent $3. So that was definitely good. And at that same sale is where I got the free VHS, where one of them ended up being kind of rare. Got around $30 for that. I didn't even include that. So it was overall real good. But for that one, $30. I went back and forth with the buyer. This band I learned from, I'm blanking who left the message, but somebody pointed out on the last video, or one of the last videos. I'll put it up here so they get credit. I could not find this cassette. I could find it on CD. I could find it rarely. There you have it on vinyl, and the vinyl sells for about $50 used. So that's why I priced this at $50, because clearly people were willing to pay up to some degree. There was none to be found. I couldn't find even records of kept records of a cassette existing. Not Terapeak. I'm talking just Google searches, anything. Could not find cassettes. And so I listed it high, $50 free shipping. Somebody offered $25. I countered with $39.99, and I told Jen that I was like, I should have taken the $25. I paid next to nothing for it, less than a quarter. And, why not take the money? But they ended up countering with $30, and I said, okay, we'll take the $30 and we'll move on. $30 free shipping for a cassette. I probably should never pass on that. But they were all in that $15 to $25 range. Well, not all, but most. It was very surprising. I knew there was some value. I didn't think it was going to be... I was thinking more like $9.99 free shipping for each one. didn't know it was going to be above that for every one of them. Next up on A4 is a mortar and pestle. One, two, three, four, mortar and pestle. It's clear. It's tucked back here, and that rhymed. But this one right here, it is a 4-ounce. I think I paid $1 for it. It's not like a huge seller, but if I ever find mortar and pestles in good condition, no chips, I'm going to pick them up at a good price every time. $13 plus shipping on that one. I took an offer. I think I had it listed $19.99. Next thing going out is a vintage Chubb's baby wipe in the blue. This one right here. And I will, of course, check it over. I have found some that weren't worth sending out. Had to adjust the quantity. All of them need a cleaning before they go out. But again, just crazy money for what they are. I paid $40 for all of them. I'm so far into the profit. It's hundreds of dollars in profit. I haven't found any cents. I, of course, train my eye. Like, if I see one of those full of crayons at a garage sale, I'll probably pick it up. Not for the crayons, but for the container. But I have yet to find another one. Well, that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.